You are listening to GHP Radio, powered by iTrackRadio.com, your independent music source. Fresh, new music, right here on the all-new GHP Radio, your new independent music source.
See, I reminisce those good old days, man. Remember when Soul Train was Soul Train? Don Cornelius used to come out like he was sleepy. All right, gang. You're right on time. I remember one time I was a kid. I know we all watched Soul Train. I used to watch Soul Train growing up. I remember one time Don came out on stage and it looked like he was about to fall down. And put your hands together, gang, for Don Cornelius. He came out there. It's time now, gang, for the Soul Train Scramble Board. You remember that Soul Train Scramble Board? You don't see that no more.
Hey, where the steppers at?
Sometimes love comes and goes away. Every time I think just how much you mean to me. Oh, I have kept my faith in us all this time, understanding how much it's meant to be. Yeah, I appreciate what we have. There is no turning back. On the right path to you and I. So let's take our time and make it right, because this is what we've dreamed of all the time. I appreciate what we have. There is no turning back. Celebrate two as one. Life has just celebrate the love we share. Celebrate everywhere. We can do this all night long. Come on now. Celebrate you and me. Love will be eternally. There's no way we can go wrong. Come on, take my hand. Let's get to moving. Gonna make it last forever, yeah. We don't have to rush, cause we have all night. Let's celebrate all through our lives. Celebrate the love we share. Celebrate everywhere. We can do this all night long. Celebrate you and me. Love will be eternally. There's no way we can go wrong.
only yesterday. In the castle on the hill, daydreaming into space, while I wondered what was real. Then an angel from above came to tell me to be still, to sit and feel the love, and in time God would reveal. Coming from where I'm from, every day, all day. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Every day, every day, every day, every day. We live, we laugh, we love, we play. Fought for life, no time to play. We ran our race through every maze, the rise, the grind, the price we paid. Yeah, coming from where I'm from, every day, all day. Now we're understanding life and the reasons we are here. So let us stand upright and make it very clear. Oh, oh, yeah. Hey, every day, every day, every day, every day. Once you made it through each day and you recognize the truth, the strength and confidence is really up to you. Never turning down the chance to be better than before, to succeed in all we do, while God opens every door. Every day, all day. Yeah, coming from where I'm from, every day, all day. We live, we laugh, we love, we pray. Fought for life, no time to play. We ran a race through every maze, the rise, the grind, the price we pay. Yeah, the chase. Coming from where I'm from, every day, all day. I hope you feel what I do. The love, yeah, yeah, yeah. I hope you feel what I do. The love is the love, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Coming from where I'm from. Yeah. Every day, all day. Yes, every day, all day. Every day, all day. The love, yeah, yeah, yeah. Nobody knows like we do, The love, the love. Nobody knows. No. life, no time to play. We ran our race through every maze, rise and grind, the price we pay. We pay every day, all day, yes, coming from where I'm from. Every day.
Say you love me. Say I'm the one your eyes see. Tell me you need me, you need me. Deep down inside, like I need you, you see. I need you to see me through. I just want to hear you say, baby, 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 I love you. Through the rain and through the cold, together we can never grow old. Sometimes the going can get a little tough. There'll be too many times, my Lord, the road's gonna get a little rough, but I need you to see me through. I just wanna hear you say, baby, 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 I love you. Together we can conquer this whole wide world. Let me take you by the hand, somewhere on God's country. We'll sail on a piece of land because I need you to see me through. I just want to hear you say, baby, 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 I love you. Would you say you love me?
I love you.
Won't you say
Got me dancing in my room. Got me feeling kinda loose. Ain't no ordinary love I feel for you. Got me running all around. Got me feeling like a clown. Kinda feeling like a fool just for you. Ain't nothing I wouldn't do. I wouldn't do. Ain't nothing I wouldn't do for you. Got me wearing my best lipstick. Got me feeling like a lunatic. Ain't no ordinary love I feel for you. Got me pulling you close to me. Ain't no place I'd rather be. Ain't no ordinary love I feel for you. Ain't nothing I wouldn't do. I wouldn't do. Ain't nothing I wouldn't do for you. I would change my world around. Don't mind feeling like a clown. Ain't no ordinary love I feel for you. I would change my world around. 'Cause I know you'd hold me down. Ain't no ordinary love I feel for you. Oh, baby, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, baby, yeah, yeah. For you, baby. Running around, feeling like to change my whole world around, babe. For you, baby. Oh, baby. Got me dancing in my room. Got me feeling kinda loose. Ain't no ordinary love I feel for you. You ever ask yourself what this life is all about? You ever ask yourself, why do we have to scream and shout? You ever ask yourself, where does all the hate come from? You ever ask yourself, if we could turn it all around with love of love? That's what I'm speaking of. That love that's born inside us. Yes, I think we need more love of love. That's what I'm speaking of. Not talking about love of money. Not talking about love of fame. Not talking about love of fighting. Not talking about love of hate. I'm talking about love of love. just how great life can be. Practice the love of love. No more black or white. All this hating ain't right. Embrace the love of love. Everyone on earth is of equal worth. Preach the love of love. We got to do it today before it's too late. Live the love of love. What are you afraid of? You ever ask yourself what this life is all about? You ever ask yourself, why do we have to scream and shout? You ever ask yourself, where does all the hate come from? You ever ask yourself, if we could turn it all around with the love of love? That's what I'm speaking of. That love that's born inside us. Yes, I think we need more love of love. That's what I'm speaking of. Not talking about love of money. Not talking about love of fame. Not talking about love of fighting. Not talking about love of power. Not talking about love of self. Not talking about love of country. Not talking about love of winning. Not talking about love of hate. I'm talking about love of love. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? I'm talking about love of love. What are you afraid of? I'm talking about love of love. What are you afraid
I wake up in the morning, hands are hot mess, yeah. Feeling kinda lazy, don't wanna get dressed. My attitude's on a whole nother level. Borderline classy, somewhat ghetto, but you love me. Yeah, you love me. I know I drive you crazy, crazy. But you love me anyway. Love me anyway. Love me anyway. You let me be, knowing you can't change me. Can't change me. Love me anyway. Love me anyway. Like if it's straight, no chaser. Big mouth on the run. I'm not the one you don't want. Do what I want, you can't hold me. It's nothing but love if you know me. I'm hard to handle, but I'm worth it. to change me. Crazy, but you love me anyway. Love me anyway, yeah. Love me anyway, oh. You let me be knowing you can't change me. Can't change me anyway, yeah. Oh, yeah. Uncomplicated, but you love how I keep it real. Never had to pretend with you I could be how I feel. And despite everything people might say, take me as I am and love me anyway, baby. Oh, yeah. Love me anyway. Love me anyway, yeah. Love me anyway, yeah. You let me know when you can't change me. Yeah, you love me anyway. I love the way you love me. Hey, yeah. I know I drive you crazy, but you love me anyway. You love me anyway, yeah. Hey, just love you, girl, love you, girl. You let me know when you can't change me. Yeah, you love me, you can't change me.
The light of day, it shines so bright. It's because I do love you. You know that. Near you, I'll be all day, all night. Because you love me too. You know that. This place that we have come to creates a bond to keep on you. My life is yours and yours is mine. I'm needing you, need you. Clear sky, no clouds are seen in view. There's no need to stay away. Come, my love. Time come, we need to seal it true. There is no other way. We know that this place that we have come to creates a bond to keep on to. My life is yours and yours is mine. I'm needing you, need you, need you. My heart, my mind, they are as one. It's because I'm so in love. We know that the best of all is yet to come. You see now there is love. We know that this place that we have come to creates a bond to keep on to. My life is yours and yours is mine. I need you, need you, need you. This place that we have come to creates a bond to keep on to. My life is yours yours and yours is mine. I'm needing you, need you, need you.
Have you anything to say to me? Won't you tell me where my love can be? Is there a meadow unless someone's waiting to be kissed. Skylark, have you seen a valley green with spring, where my heart can go a-journeying over the shadows and the rain to a blossom-covered lane? And in your lonely flight, haven't you heard the music in the night? Wonderful music, faint as a will-o'-the-wisp, crazy as a loon, sad as a gypsy, serenading the moon. Oh, Skylark, I don't know if you can find these things, but my heart is riding on your wings. So if you see them anywhere, won't you lead me there? Wonderful music, faint as a will-o'-the-wisp, crazy as a loon, sad as a gypsy, serenading the moon. Oh, Skylark, I don't know if you can find these things, but my heart is riding on your wings. So if you see them anywhere, won't you lead me there?
crazy. Everyone can see.
yo. Come on and jam with me. Saxophone. Come on and jam with me. Saxophone, yo. Come on and jam with me. Saxophone. Saxophone, yo. Saxophone.
You are listening to GHP Radio, powered by iTrackRadio.com, your independent music source. Fresh, new music, right here on the all-new GHP Radio, your new independent music source.
Too young to know, but we're really meant to be in love. Wow. Now we had nicknames. It was Bookie and Nana, and we vowed we'd never ever part. But when your folks moved away, it was the saddest day of my life. I just broke down. But now that I'm grown, I'm so all alone. 'Cause no one makes me feel the love we share. 'Cause it was so real, yeah. Tell her for me. About you constantly. There's not a day that you're not on my mind. Well, I sometimes wonder if you think about me, 'cause it's been such a long, long time. Well, but I know in my heart that we're so far apart that one day I will again. So until that day, I'll continue to pray, and it won't be long, I know, until I see your Yeah. Feels so good. Ooh, oh, yeah. Fragrance of a candle, the sweetest of wine. It's so sensual, a feeling so divine. There's no place I'd rather be. Just the thought of you next to me. A thrill consumes me through and through. I wanna tell the world and make you my boo.
When you touch me, there's no higher high. Set my mind free. No limit to the sky. When you talk to me, all my troubles seem to fade. In this whole world, I know this love is here to stay. Claim it, claim it, claim it, claim it. Oh, I want to, yeah. Claim it, claim it. I want you, baby. You're my girl.
I could search the whole world over and never find anyone as sweet as you.
Baby, make you mine.
Don't you know? Oh, I love you, baby.
We're off to claim
We've
it.
been kicking it for a very long time.
Baby, you're my boo.
This feeling shared so hard to find, yeah.
You're my
Don't you know?
Don't mess around.
Sweeter, so much sweeter, baby.
Baby, make you mine. I know I want to please.
Oh, it's the way you walk, it's the way you talk.
I've never ever seen a man that take it of me.
Oh, I'm so fond of you, baby.
We're off to claim it.
Come on, girl, come on over here. Come on, baby.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this edition of the Indie Live Spot. And I hope you are having a great afternoon. I hope you're enjoying the great music that we've been playing for the past 30 minutes. And it's time for us to introduce our featured guest today. And we're very excited about it today because we have Mr. Al Lindsey in the house. Help me welcome everybody. Welcome to the show, Lindsey. Yeah, I tell you, man, we just got through playing a couple of great tracks. We just got through playing from you, and of course, we're going to let the viewers hear some more later on this show, but we're just very excited about having you on today, Al. Welcome to the show, man.
Man, thank you guys so much for inviting me.
Yeah.
I'm honored.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we just we started out with Mana, and then we went into Claim It, and both of those, man. Man, yeah. Yes, indeed. What's up, Ray and Joyce?
Hey, hot.
Man, before we get into Al, man, last night, man, it was crazy, man.
2 minutes.
It's gonna be 2 minutes. I was at 7-Eleven, and I got robbed.
You got robbed.
I got robbed.
Uh-oh.
And I was so busy shaking and going on till I got enough to where I could call the police. And they got their expedition. They got there pretty quick. And that officer asked me, said, "Did you see him?" I said, "Yeah." It was the gas pump.
Yeah, I knew it was a joke. We know, look, Al, we know Mac.
Yeah, yeah.
That's still for rise up. Somebody get the whooping.
You did it right, Mac. You did it right.
Did I do it right, baby?
Look, Gary, I got quiet. So I'm gonna let him finish, but this is not real.
So you didn't buy into it, huh, Joyce? You didn't buy into it?
No, I didn't. When he said I started shaking and I finally called the police, I said, "No, that's not Mac. I've been known him for 11 years?
Right.
Over 11 years?
Right.
That's not Mac. That stick up and somebody was like,
yeah.
And he would have been quick. No, he's sharper than that. He's no wimp.
There you go. That's right.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know, this is a good friend of mine. I've been on Al over 15 years, I believe, something like that. I was putting on a school reunion in Oklahoma, and I brought him in to perform. He turned it out. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Al's no joke, man.
And still doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Still doing it. Plus, several years ago, he got us hold of Kim Weston, and we had Kim Weston on the show.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
that was classic, man. I remember that.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's been a long time. I've been trying to get him over here. Sometimes I think he got Alzheimer's or something. I don't know.
No, just when you saw that.
I said, "Al, send me your music, baby." And I like to get
I'm the only one that can diagnose on this panel, on this forum. I am the only one trained to diagnose. Don't you dare accuse me of having Alzheimer's.
I just had to throw that in, bro. I love you.
I was passive aggressive. Passive aggressive. That's what I was. I'll get back with you. Oh, well, I'll call him later. And later became later. And later became later. That's how that all started. Let's tell it like it is.
Months later, a year.
You're going to call it Alzheimer's. I tell you, Mac, you're a mean guy. You're mean.
And see, what I don't know, my good friend, what I said that he's a physician assistant for the VA. So he's doing his thing for the veteran, which he's a veteran for himself. So Al.
Yeah.
So what's been happening in life, baby? What's been going on with you?
Working my craft, man. Working my craft, my passion.
No, that's right.
My passion.
Give us a little rundown what you've been doing, bro.
Well, I got medicine. I got medicine on this hand, right?
Right.
And then I got music on this one, right? So
right.
You can call me the M&M man. Music, medicine. Music went out because music is in my heart. So I'm just trying to, redefine, continuously improve.
Okay then.
What's the matter, Joyce? Why Joyce laughing?
Because he's making fun of Mac. He said Alzheimer's, Mac. No, Henry, what he meant to say is old timers.
See, we got them in the chat room over there too. Now. Well, I cannot say one thing and I get real.
Yeah.
So, it's all about friendship, man. That's like family, man.
Hey, an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth.
Yeah.
Or Al, so start none won't be none.
Now, how do you get started in music, my brother?
Well, actually, poetry. You know, when I was about 9, 10 years old, you know, I had a fascination with poetry. You know, people like Longfellow and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, it just kind of stuck with me. Um, I was about 9 when we left. Actually, I was born in Virginia, but we left Virginia, and my uncle flew us to Detroit when I was about 9 years old. When we came to Detroit, I had nothing but the clothes on our back, and my uncle put us up until my mom was able to, you know, find a house. And so with this fascination with poetry, and you know, my mom was a singer herself, which was something I never found out until much later on in life. But my mom happened to be my biggest supporter as well. And I just love music. I love music. I didn't quite understand why, but with the poetry, it laid the foundation. And at the age of 12, I sung in the church choir, and I wound up singing lead for the adult choir in Detroit. And that really was the beginning of it all for me. And, you know, singing in groups, stuff like that, and then singing in nightclubs when I was about 16, 17. Not even old enough to get in there legally, but I was performing, singing stuff by, you know, Johnny Taylor and stuff like that. Those were my influences, Johnny Taylor, David Ruffin, Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, that's my foundation. And so I joined the Army, got out of the Army, and I worked as a medic. I was a medic in the Army, but when I got out, I worked as an orderly in Detroit at Grace Hospital. And I was pushing this guy from the X-ray department to his room. You know who he was? Obie Benson. Obie Benson of the Four Tops.
Oh, okay.
And so Obie and I began to talk. Now, a lot of people don't know Obie actually wrote What's Going On. A lot of people don't know that.
Wow.
They think Marvin Gaye wrote it, but he didn't. Obie and his wife wrote What's Going On. And so we began to talk about music, and he invited me to their studio. They had a studio where they rehearsed out of and kept all of their uniforms, all of their traveling equipment right there in the studio. And that's going there. Actually, I sang with the Four Tops for about 2 years. I mean, I wasn't really old enough to perform because at that time they were in their 40s. Things were really growing big for them. And at that time they had that tune out called Catfish. Anyway, I sang with them for about 2 years in the studio. They used my voice sometimes. And then I wound up forming a group with one of the Four Tops' sons, Lawrence Payton. Now, Lawrence probably was the most versatile and the most talented of the Four Tops. But his son, Lawrence Payton Jr., actually, we put a group together. And so now Lawrence Payton Jr. actually is one of the Four Tops now because he wound up replacing Obie when Obie Benson passed. But now his father passed even before Obie. But I'm just saying this to say that this is how all this, you know, has came together. And I was signed to a label in Detroit in '86, and my first single entitled Always on My Mind, which got great reviews. The name of the label was Rin City Records. It got listed in Billboard as a tune to watch out for. Well, they didn't have any money to push the song, and the song just popped.
Yeah.
So still pushing this music thing, singing in the clubs and that sort of thing. I said, man, this is not going to get it. I wound up working with the fire department. I was an EMT paramedic, and I did that. Got injured on the job, and all during that time, I'm still performing. After my injury, I went back to school. I said, I got to have a foundation to sustain myself because music is too up and down. It's, you know, and with that, I wound up getting my degree in 91, 92, practiced medicine. I set up camp in Saginaw, Michigan, because I wanted to leave Detroit. I was a little tired of the crime and that sort of thing. Saginaw was 90 miles, 100 miles from Detroit, and that way I still was close to family and friends.
Yeah.
And that's where I formed my first label around, let me see, 2000, 2001, 2002. And that garnished interest. It was called Caught. And that's how I wound up being pulled into the some of those tunes there fell over into Southern Soul Market. And then I dropped another CD, same thing. And I would imagine I've dropped about 4 CDs. It was only when I dropped Versatile in 2018 that things really began to blow up for me.
Okay.
The England really recognized my music, and there's a tune on there called Cotton Candy, which charted #1 on several charts over there in England.
Yeah, I
we
like
got
that.
a lot of play here as well. And so after 4 albums and a couple of singles, and I'm still continuing to work on my thing, I wind up joining with James Owens Jr. and James Owens Sr. That's a father and son duo, Tantum. They are the drummer James Jr. is the drummer for Angie Stone, and his father, James Sr., is the guitarist for her. And prior to that, James Sr., the guitarist, played behind Stephanie Mills.
Okay.
Ooh.
I have this great team now working with me.
Nice.
And so J&J2 Productions set my career another direction. Just like what R. Kelly was able to do with Verano Isley, I look at them because James Jr. is only 26 years old. And the chemistry between him and I is just unbelievable.
Yeah.
We collaborate. He lays down all of my music. He plays keys, he plays drums, and he adds his dad in to fill in with the guitar. And man, this which I think I call it magic. Magic only in a sense that it just happens rarely. I mean, at least from my perspective. And I'm telling you. So with things that you're hearing now, like Claim It, Only You now, which is really charting, and with My Nana, all this, when you hear My Nana, when you hear that track, that's a 26-year-old who actually laid down that foundation for me.
Wow.
And when I get my tracks from them, all the music is already done. I just lay my vocals in there. Of course, I didn't write that, but that's how most of my productions, most of my music, I write the lyrics myself. And through that collaboration. So you're bridging one generation and another.
Yes.
I like that, yeah.
So passing the torch. Because one thing I know, I've given this young brother vision and insight that he will lock in with other artists as well. And pulling him in has given him more exposure to a different thing. You know, when he first heard me, he says, "Oh, you sound like Smokey Robinson." He said, and I started laughing about that. I said, "Oh man, that means I said, no, not in that sense," because he was really listening to what I was doing vocally. And so
yeah,
there it is. And there's a lot of young, gifted musicians out there. Unfortunately, you know, my heart goes out to them. And I'm glad, though, the live music thing is back. Because for a few years, things were locked down for them.
Yeah.
Right.
But, yeah. So that's where we are today with Al Lindsey. I hope that gives a little clarity.
Yeah, that was nice. Appreciate that. I was waiting for more.
I have a very interesting life. I mean, I met Marvin Gaye when I was about 16, 17, and actually I went into his house. I don't know if you guys remember this album he dropped called Here My Dear. It was right around the time that him and Anna Gordy was going through a divorce thing, but they were still residing over on a street called Outer Drive. My buddy took me into the house, and Marvin was very athletic, and my buddy ran cross country with Marvin around the college track. It was Hunter Park Community College. And he told me, "Al, let's go over to Marvin's house." And I didn't believe it. But he took me over there. He knocked on the door, and Anna Gordy never questioned us. She just let us in. and Marvin was into his sitting room, which set off to the left. And that big grand piano on that album, Hear My Dear, because he put that on that album. It was sitting right there. It just locks with me. I'll carry it with me until the end.
Yeah.
And when Marvin saw us, he had never seen me before in his life. And his eyes got that big. He said, whoa, he jumped up. Because Marvin had his pajamas on and he was smoking the joint. And man, I tell you, he was blown away. Who in the hell is this coming into my house? Yeah. I mean, and seriously, Anna Gordy actually let us in. She just assumed that we were friends of Marvin.
Wow.
My buddy was, but not me. And I know Marvin felt very vulnerable at that time. But what he told me was, or advice, you know what Marvin told me? Be righteous. That's what he told me. Be righteous. We shook hands and embraced, and I tell you, it took me a long time to wash my hands after that. And then David Ruffin, I met David Ruffin. This was after David had broke from the Temptations, and when he was out there, when he was, drugging pretty bad, and no one wanted to sign him. And I'll never forget, David had this big bow tie on, and he had all the sheet music in his hands. And I was trying to find a music deal myself. But he came to me and says, hey, man, I got some hot music, man. I got some hot music. You mind taking a listen to it? I turned around and looked at him. I said, what? I said, man, you're my idol. I'm here to do a record deal like you.
Yeah.
I mean, he was so embarrassed that he had asked me something like that. But I've had those type of interactions in my life. Yeah. Performing with Jimmy Walker of Good Time. When I was in the Army, I actually opened up for him.
Nice.
And I never had the interaction with him because he was, he was scared of an audience. You talking about stage fright?
Really?
Oh my God, he was so nervous prior to going on.
Really?
And yeah, but see, the thing was, his delivery was not appropriate for the audience because there was a lot of kids in there. So he was talking a lot of raunchy stuff, but he couldn't deviate from what he had to present to them. I'll never forget that,
Wow. How did that go over? Did he?
That was, I never had a chance to talk with him after that, but because I shared dressing rooms with him. I never did have an opportunity to talk with him after the fact, but by looking at him, I could see how, you have to be, and I learned from that though, as an artist, you've got to be prepared for your audience.
Yeah.
You have to be. And what you do has got to be appropriate, for an audience.
Yeah, that's true.
So telling all your experience, Gary usually asks this, so I hope you don't mind, Gary, that we go back. Because he played the tracks Mana and Claim It. And what Gary usually asks is tell us about those tracks, how they come about, and what is it about?
Okay, My Nana actually was written by Ollie Woodson. And Ollie Woodson is a former lead singer for the Temptations. He was well known for Lady Soul, My Lady Soul. What else? Gosh, there's a couple more that Ollie's voice, because he sang lead for about 8 years. And of course, Ollie's no longer with us because he succumbed to laryngeal cancer, developed protein. Yeah, Ollie passed about 8, maybe 10 years ago. Yeah, but anyway, what happened was I was just listening to some of his music one day, and that one song stuck with me, My Nana. And I said, I'm going to challenge myself. Because Ollie Woodson could go, he could sing. Treat Her Like a Lady, yeah, that's the song.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
One that Ollie Woodson is well known for.
That's,
Yeah. So, My Nana, I heard it. That's when he had left the Temp and he was doing the solo thing. Because he was singing solo before he passed. My Nana was one of those songs, great song. It never made it big in the States. I think people in the UK loved it, but that's how that happened. I heard it and I said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this song. And that's how it all evolved. I spoke with my producer, listened to this, he laid the tracks for me, sent to me, and I took it into the studio and laid the tracks. Got one of my background singers to do the vocals, the background vocals for me. Only You is an original composition. I wrote that one, and it's self-explanatory. It's only you, baby. I'm just telling her, you know, you're the only one I'm reaching out to. We're taking a chance on this. Some people call it a game or whatever. Yeah, it's only you. It's only you. Only you, only me, together. Just a simple, beautiful love song. That's what that is.
It is a good song.
Just trying to serenade and bring it back that.
The other one was Claim It. The second one Gary played, Claim It. And that
Claim It. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked.
That's all right. Oh, no problem. And there was a question before I forget, Colleen, as Max says, how does he say it? Gris, I miss you. Colleen. But Colleen had a question. She wants to know. We usually ask at the end of the show, but since the question came up earlier, you can mention it again later. She wants to know, where can you get Manana and Claim It? Where can you get those two songs?
Well, Claim It can be downloaded. It's also on vinyl. But Claim It is on all the platforms, all the downloading platforms, iTunes, Apple, Amazon. Yes, it's out there. It's also on vinyl. But the thing is, to get vinyl, my distributor's over in England. So he, you know, MD Records actually is the name of my musical distributor.
Okay.
So if you want vinyl, you will have to correspond with him. And that's what I'm trying to work with them on, trying to get linkage in the States so that those that are into buying vinyl now can purchase my music. Because that's how we're really pushing this thing now with vinyl. Whereas that we in America, we got to come up to that, take it back to vinyl, where it started.
Yeah.
So Claim It, downloading. Only You can be downloaded as well. My Nana. Only way you're gonna be able to get that one right now is through vinyl distribution.
Okay.
And that's through MD Records. Just go to MD Records out of the UK, and that's how you can get that one. But it is not available for platform for downloading.
It's not streaming or available for digital download. Will it ever be? Is that a plan?
Yes.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. All right.
Yes, we do plan on making it available for downloading. Since your listeners, you know, you guys are really one of the first ones to jump on, and it's beginning to happen, my Nana, because it's really the B-side. And the other song that I keep talking about, Only You, and I guess that's why my mind keeps going that, and my conversation keeps going back to that, because that's my new single right now that's really charting. So my Nana is on the B-side, and Only You is on the A side.
Okay.
Hey, man, what they making you the distribution on? They gonna make y'all get turntables to play your vinyl. You know that?
No.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Vinyls are coming back.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I hope CDs come back. I have heard that there was some movement with that, but right now, that's what makes it kind of hard for us independent artists, because to generate revenue from sales, when you download music and when you stream, the artist makes very, very little money. Oh my God! So there has to be quantities of downloading to generate any revenue.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I mean, when it was with CDs, oh man, that was nice because you may get $3-4 off of a CD if you sell it for $9 or $10. But now they're making cars. The cars don't have CD players, and so it's hurting the music to some extent.
It is.
It really is. What I'm doing, the type of music that I'm trying to preserve and to keep going. Yes.
I ain't certain everybody, Gary and I have said it often on the air that we're not even inclined to replicate CDs anymore. We may get 50, I might do 50 or 100, but because the cars don't have CD players in it, then your computers don't have a CD player, what do you do?
Yeah, they just phase it out.
Phase it out.
Only thing I can think of to do that, to satisfy everybody, have that music on a drive, a thumb drive, and put it out there, because you're going to have the USB ports on these computers. That's
and or USB-C, but I've been thinking about that probably before COVID. That's been out. Those, getting that. I'm considering it, but it's just day to day. We have to be flexible right now. What's hot? You remember when Pandora was the hot one, and what was get your music on there? Now it's not. Spotify has made an adjustment where you can have a Spotify artist profile with different features to pull people in, whereas Pandora isn't doing any of that. So but next year, Spotify could be the one in the hole and something else takes over. So you just constantly, where if we had vinyl, we wouldn't have to worry about that.
Well, you're right. Because basically what you're saying is we need to simplify this process so that our fans, our followers can purchase our music. Because for those of us and for those artists that are dependent on sales to sustain themselves, they're really, really, really hurting with these. And the only ones that with corporates, of course, got everything locked in. When you're trying to compete, against your big artists that are signed with you, label, that they lock down terrestrial radio and everything. It's hard to break through there. So now you have independent artists, though. One thing they're doing, they keep dropping your music now and dropping a new song every 2 or 3 months, and to keep their name out there. And I'm not going to fall prey to that. I think you can oversaturate the market as well. So I'm not guilty of that. I understand the mindset behind it to maintain relevancy, but they need to make this simple, because baby boomers, those in that era, they want to support, they want to come to shows, they want to buy your music, and a lot of them still want to buy CDs. And I think that there should be a market to make that accessible. So, but until we come together on this and unify, and because that's what we have to do. We have to unify in the industry. There's so many independent artists out right now, and that's another thing. It's so many artists out there, and it's kind of hard. And I can imagine for music lovers, all these different artists out right now. Back in the day, you had an artist and he could establish a good fan base. It's hard right now.
It is. If it was live shows is where I focus on, because that's where I make money, not on CD sales, unless it's after a live show. I'm sorry. Now we're laughing because I posted a video of Max Nord. And I put a bet out there. Join us today. And how did I say that? I bet how long will it take before Mac falls asleep? And I said, wait, if you notice, he was.
That's why y'all snapped that picture a while ago.
I snapped a picture, and it makes a loud noise, and he heard it. He was going,
that must be not that. Okay.
That was Steve. I gotta get
George. I know who it was. That's why I pointed that thing.
Yeah, it was me. I put. Did you see y'all posted today, this morning? Are you snoring? He was snoring. Of course, I exaggerated with little effects. But he was in the air, and he was just. Like today, he fell asleep. He picked his teeth. If you saw, and now he's eating a cookie. I got you, Gris. I got you.
Hey, Joyce, you're all right. You're all right with me. You're all right with me. Yeah. See, Mac needs that. He needs what you do.
Yes,
yes. You know, Brother Gary is kind of quiet over there. I know he's got something to say about it, though. What you got to say about that, Gary?
Hey, it's become a theme, so to speak, for Ray. It's almost expected. You know, we was taking bets at one time. Said if Ray could stay awake, but he failed today.
Yeah.
Oh, George, excuse me, Al. What you saw what I had posted? I said this girl here up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning on the computer.
Mm-hmm.
You saw that?
Okay, yeah, that's not unusual.
Yeah. Well, I was out in the garage with me, and I didn't know my son was over in his car talking to somebody anyway, and he saw him and went around there. Then he walked off, and I said I ain't getting up and go looking for him. He done made it all the way over to 287. You know where 287 is, right?
I think so. I've been in the house once, just once. But
Way over there. Way over there.
Okay. Woo. He went far.
Yeah, he did. And so I put it out there on Facebook. It was about 3 o'clock when I finally went to bed. Well, at 7 o'clock, a fireman called.
Uh-oh.
And I said, we found your dog. I said, where is it? He said in Watauga. I said, damn, what are you doing in Watauga? I said, Watauga, boy, that's 15 to 20 minutes away from me.
Wow, is that far?
Is that far?
Oh, shoot.
Is that far?
Wow.
Should we believe this? Should we believe this story?
Hell, it's a fact.
I mean, I've gotten to the point I just can't hold it for face value when he put it out there. I'm sorry.
I know, right?
So I said, well, I ain't getting up and go and find him. If they see him on Straightwood in the morning, whatever, somebody probably bring him home. So they called. They never saw it on Facebook. So happened to have a chip in it. And they had a machine where they can scan and see if you have a chip. So they called me about 7 o'clock in the morning. They said, well, he's in Watauga over here at the fire department. Can you get over? I said, man, I'm still in the daggone bed. I just went to bed, really.
JC, your daughter went far because, what's that, JC? No, that was Henry. He said Ray's dog wants out.
That's what I was going to say. I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing to that dog?
Yeah, again.
You know what, Ray? You know what Marvin Gaye would say about this story, this dog story? He would say, I'll be doggone.
Oh, you wow. I tell you, Dex is always jailbreaking.
I was gonna say, isn't this like the third or fourth time?
Huh?
I said, isn't this just like the third or fourth time?
About the 4th time.
Yeah, Henry's right. He's trying to get out.
He got that whole big old yard out there. A big, huge yard. He can roam and do whatever he want to do.
But he can still smell you back there.
Well, that's true, too.
Dogs have a keen sense of smell. I can still smell Mac. I need to get out.
Look here. My son that was over here. They came sometime this morning about 1 o'clock. I'm in bed. I'm thinking that other boy. He was going to work, and I heard something just barking, and I got to holler, "Who's in my house?" It ain't no but I said, "What y'all doing up in there?" I got about it. What y'all doing? Air went out, and this dadgum dog Preston, he's a schnauzer too. Boy, that little song, all he was doing barking and pissing in my house and shitting in my house.
Wow. A little too much information.
We got to his master about that.
That was a little much.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, you ready?
Ooh. Oh.
Well,
what to do with him, Al? You need to take him home with you.
I'm already dogged out.
Oh.
No.
I got them both locked up in the laundry room. They're in the laundry room, so.
Lord have mercy.
But Matt, when you said, I read your post, and I don't know if you were verbally speaking it into your phone, because the phrase was all screwed up. I couldn't tell what you were trying to say. I'm like, you lost your dog? What were you trying
I saw that too. I saw that. I did.
I was half asleep. I was asleep.
He was trying.
Yeah. I was like, I read it and I read it again. I said, you was that expression, this don't make no sense.
Hey, Joyce. Hell, I read it and it didn't make no sense to me.
I said, boy, I know he was asleep when he did that one. Oh, my goodness.
And I said, because usually, we all have typos and misverbs, typos.
Yeah.
And usually I can still understand what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
But Al, I didn't understand that dog. I knew it was about the dog. I didn't know.
I know.
Either he was sleepy or he had too many gummies.
Yeah, it was
I had a
something.
few gummies, but I was so sleepy I didn't know what to do. And like I said, well, hot out there. I said, this mutt done got out. I said, he done jailbreak again. I said, well, I ain't looking for him. He'll be home sometime in the morning, which he came home. He was at home this morning. Just this morning.
I know what you need to do. You need to put on Lindsey's music, and the dog will never leave. You need to give some soul music.
Yeah.
That's a good segue right there, Joyce.
Yeah, it is.
That's a good segue.
Yeah.
Damn dog, breaking on me every day.
Okay, well, I want to give him some cotton candy and some Only You. So let's do that, and then we'll flip it and come back. So y'all keep it locked, and we'll be right back with Al Lindsey right here on the Indie Live Spot.
Henry, stop. He's skipping.
Let's rock. Come on. Come on. Shoo-ba-dee-doo-doo. Shoo-ba-dee-doo. Come on. Shoo-ba-dee-doo-doo. Come on. Girl, you look so lovely, as sweet as you can be. Wish that I could hold you each and every day. This ain't no fantasy. I don't even know you. It's a dark old shame. I don't even know your name. Express my point of view. I realize I wanna get next to you. rising must be my destiny. This ain't no mystery. She's as fine as she can be. Hey, I don't even know you. No, it's a doggone shame. I don't even know your name. Express my point of view. I realize I wanna get next to you. Come on, she's just like cotton candy. She would do as sweet as she can be, as sweet as she can be. Come on, there ain't no doubt about it. There ain't no doubt about it. That girl's the one for me. Hey, come on, she's just like cotton candy. She's just like cotton candy. As sweet as she can be, melts in your mouth. There ain't no doubt about it. There ain't no doubt about it. That girl's the one for me. Clap your hands. Hey, hey, come on. Hey. Oh, oh, it's only girl, let's form a pact and dare not to forget. It's you and I together. I'm formulating plans. There are no guarantees. This love affair was meant to be. Say you love me. Say you need me, baby. Be mine. Say you'll always be by my side. Whisper in my ear that you love me. Love can come and go. Love can come and go. Sometimes lovers have to know that it's all in a game. It's hard to conceive. So hard to conceive. I'm in love again. Only you. Together, we'll stick together like hand and glove. I'm stuck on you like glue, babe. It's hard for me to conceive. You led me to believe in love again. I promise to love you. I stand by your side, baby. Through thick and thin, to the bitter end. I promise to do right by you, baby. Whisper in my ear, you love me. Love can come and go. Sometimes lovers have to know that it's all in the game. It's hard, so hard for me to conceive. I'm in love. Only you.
someone comes along. I need someone that will turn your world around. I need someone that will brighten your day, lift you up when you're down. That special someone, and that someone is you. Sit right there, don't you go nowhere. Love is calling you, you better get used to. I just don't wanna waste no time. You're constantly on my mind. No matter where I go, passions overflow. There ain't nothing wrong with you loving me. There's no way that I can conceal. This love inside of me is so real. Nobody but nobody. Nobody. Nobody but you. Oh, no, 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 no. Nobody but you, baby. Nobody. No, nobody but you. Oh, listen to me. Baby, you're more than an ocean, so full of joy and unimaginable emotion. Your heavenly scent is in the air. The thoughts of you are everywhere. A pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. No need to be pretentious. Just let the feelings flow. Nobody but nobody. Nobody. It's nobody but you. No, 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 no. Nobody but you. Nobody. It's nobody. It's nobody but you. It's the way you walk, girl. It's the way you talk. It's just the little things you do, girl. I'm so into you. Come on to my side. Come on to my side. Come on over here. It's nobody but you. Oh, it's you. Nobody but you, baby. You. Nobody but you.
Joyce, what leads you into doing what you do? How did you?
Are we on the air yet?
Yeah, we just now come back on.
Okay, ask again.
I just want to know, Joyce, what led you into doing what you're doing right now?
The show, our music.
Yes.
The show?
Yes, the show, and yeah.
Okay, well, I think it was Mac who invited me one person to replace somebody who left the show. And Max said, "Why don't you come on?" Because I was doing it in another show that they were struggling with, and Max, you come on up. And I've been here for about 6 years now on this show. Yeah, giving Max a hard time. I miss because it was Chris and I used to give him a hard time. Not so much Gary until he gets mad, then he'll say something. But
George making me like a villain or something.
No, you're just very slow to anger. Everybody should be like you. I'm just not one of them.
Look here, I know when G gets pissed. I know it. You know,
It's different.
but I said, well, to myself, I guess I'll just wait. He'll cool off in a minute.
Oh, y'all something else.
Well, you know, when you have the four of us, and I'm talking about Gris, and I was the last one. And how long were you guys doing the show before that? Altogether, how long? About 15 years?
Now Gary was doing it a little bit longer than that. And you know, we sat back and we talked about doing it on YouTube and different things like that. Till I had a problem with the actual stream because it was wasn't holding up like it should have. Now I got that worked out as soon as I test it. Now I'm ready to test it. Then we're gonna go back with the 24/7.
Yeah.
Then push everything from the 24/7, like the shows over here, push it over there, let them listen to the actual replays of the show. But you know, like I said, plus there's a lot of other things I'm working on, you know, besides the museum and stuff, radio and stuff like that. But I'm gonna put mine up so I can actually test it and make sure everything's gonna be appropriate.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is that I've just been on the show for 6 years, but you guys have been doing this for twice that amount of time.
No,
Yeah, at least.
It'd be 22 years.
Ooh, see.
November.
With the talk show?
Yeah,
yeah, but the first 3 years or first 2 years, it was just like, you know, trying to figure it all out. And really, so we didn't really get started till, you know, maybe 2 or 3 years.
But Gary, don't you agree that as technology changes, you have to figure it out again and again?
Oh yeah, it's always stuff changing. Yeah, that's all part of it.
Gary, Al, that all the equipment is at his humble abode. He takes care of all those technical issues, and Gris was the one taking care of the admin stuff. And Mac and I, we just show up and talk.
But you know, I'm pretty good with with the technical stuff. Also, just like help you walk you through your Skype and stuff like that, and then we test it. No, I'm pretty good with the technical stuff also. But I also learn from Gary too. He do this stuff every day.
Yeah, everything is in this
every day. See.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So it's all good. And of course, both Gary and I, we're musicians, and we're both recording artists. And Mac is a concert promoter and manager and all that stuff. So we're all in the music business in one way or another.
But yeah, when I first, we was talking about how did I meet Al Lindsey? Was it through Steve Ladd or Huh?
I thought it was because you booked him for your class reunion.
No, I had met him before then. We talked about that and his music. See, then I had him to come on to the class reunion, which he turned it out.
Okay, so to get the truth, Al, how did y'all meet?
I don't remember. I don't know.
You don't remember either?
I don't quite remember how it all came together.
Okay.
All I know is that I had been down in Dallas a couple of times, and through a radio personality by the name of Kay Fully Love, I began to meet other people, and Steve Ladd, and that's what I was trying to see how this all came together with Ray. I just don't. I truthfully don't remember.
Yeah, I don't either. That's the thing. I really don't remember.
It's crazy. I don't. And I know we started to chat and everything, and like I said, you invited me for to do that show, but I don't remember. I just don't.
Yeah.
What did you call it, Henry Mixon? Is it old timers disease?
Been have slept 100 times since then.
That part.
Oh, but that's what I wanted to ask Aldo real quick. How's Kim Weston doing? Because that's been a while since
it's been a while since I've seen Kim.
Okay.
I hear though she still is doing some things. She's still. They've got this thing in Detroit coming up. I think it's in September called Detroit A Go Go. And they have this large contingency of people to come over to the UK. They come from the UK over to Detroit for a week. And they convene there, and they just. Man, they get off into the old Motown thing and all those, entertainers from that era. And
right.
I think Kim's going to be a part of that.
Okay.
Her and as we speak about Pat Lewis, remember I was telling you about Pat?
Yeah.
But Kim, I have not. It's been about a year and a half since I seen Kim.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well.
And I used to talk to her all the time. Her numbers changed.
Right.
She had this guy who was managing her, and right now I just don't know.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people lost contact during the COVID stuff too. When that started, and everything. But gosh, because when you made arrangements for us to have the interview with her on the show. And that was back, before we was doing visuals. We were just, on this regular live stream. But even then, she was kind of up there in age then, and she was still going, wasn't she? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she's not doing much. That I do know.
Mm-hmm.
And she was going over to England to perform, but I don't know. I haven't seen anything with Kim. Man, it's been about a year, maybe two.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the same thing I haven't seen. Mm-hmm. It's been a couple of years since I've seen her. And I tried to call her because I have the phone number. The phone number, like you said, changed. But, I don't know so many people there, G, that he's going to turn us on to come on to the show.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
Yes.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be great. Yes, indeed. Now, right before we came on air, Al, we did we visited some more of your tracks. It was two more that we played. It was Cotton Candy, of course, and then Only You, and then I flowed right on into Nobody and let that one roll. So, would you like to spare or some words about that song?
Cotton Candy?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's a jam.
I spoke with my producer. I said, hey, man, I just want you to give me a instrumental track that's got a Maze, a Frankie Beverly feel to it. That's exactly the way I conveyed it to him.
Mm-hmm.
And he did it. He put together. We had no melody, just a nice funky groove.
Yeah.
And I heard Cotton Candy. I don't know how that all evolved, but she's just like Cotton Candy, sweet as she can be. There ain't no doubt about it. That girl was meant for me. She's fine as she can be. La la la.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. I said, well, we'll just make a nice funky dance tune out of this and call it Cotton Candy.
Yeah.
That's how that evolved. Yeah. And so that's one of those tunes. Once again, the emphasis is on the hook. Cotton Candy, keep throwing that at you. And with that nice groove behind it, that makes it very, very catchy.
Yes.
Nobody But You. I wrote that one as well. That's just a good, strong ballad. A guy confessing his love for this woman. It's nobody but you. Sit right there. Don't go nowhere. Love is calling you. You better get used to. I just don't want to waste no time. You're constantly on my mind. La-di-da, la-di-da. No matter where I go, passions overflow. There ain't nothing wrong with you loving me. That's nobody. And I wanted a nice, smooth jazz sax solo in there. So then that's how that all came together. Nice. And if you ask me, that was only you finally, which I have already spoke on, right? But that, once again, that's another ballad, and I am a balladeer. At least I consider myself to be a balladeer. I just love singing love songs. I love singing from the heart. And I just like to convey everything that I'm feeling inside musically. I'm just kind of like, I guess you could say, a passionate guy. And I think you can hear that in my delivery. And the Only You is just, once again, is just that love song, Only You. And I like to communicate to women like that. There are many ways to undress a woman other than to telling her, take your clothes off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean, right?
All right,
Hey, Al.
Down, boy. Down. It's
you know what that sound like? That sounds like something I would say.
I said down, boy.
No, but I didn't. But I'm gonna say this to you.
Don't take credit for it.
Let me
take credit for
it. You can take credit for this. Say, baby, I got plenty of conversation, but I ain't got no game.
And Griz's eyes is rolling.
But you're right. You're right. You're very right. There's so many ways to say to undress a woman they ain't never had to even mention her taking off her clothes. So many ways.
Yeah. Well, I mean, looking at beautiful women to me is like appreciating art.
Right.
And it's the uniqueness of it all, and especially among our people. Not that I discriminate against any particular race, creed, but among women of color, the variance, the difference in complexions, the difference in texture of hair, and there can be no greater gift than a sister, in my opinion. And once again, I hope I don't sound biased, but I appreciate the beauty of Black women. And so
everybody has a preference.
Old-fashioned, I'm a gentleman as well. So when you hear me sing, I think you can probably get a feel of that too, that level of respect, not being raunchy, keeping the lyrics nice and clean. And I think there will always be a place for that, but we have a responsibility to keep it going.
Really do.
Well,
so,
I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
You have all this here up in the head with song, conversation, whatever, but you ain't thinking about that. Next thing you know, everything is coming down.
Yeah.
That never happened to you. Stop lying.
Yes, it has. Never crossed my mind. Next thing I know, there I am. I'm serious.
Well, how you know you're not the one being manipulated?
Shit.
I'm just
wow.
Because women can say, "Oh, men are so easy. All I gotta do is just take my shirt off, and they're gone. I got everything I want."
No.
So it goes both ways, is what I'm saying.
No.
Hey, I think we all get to the point that we have an understanding of the game.
Yeah.
And I do think that most people approach life like that, like it's a game. And like we are all characters and role playing and that sort of thing. But I also would like to believe that there's something true and something substantive yet, and that being genuine, there's a place for that without being pretentious. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
right. Being genuine is a thing.
But you know something?
Because Mac got game. Don't let him fool you.
well, and they say game recognizes game too, right?
My game. Look, I grew up with two brothers and a whole lot of first cousins who were guys, and they taught me so much. People can teach you without knowing they're teaching you.
But you know something? You know, I can almost, I can look into a female's eyes, a woman's eyes, and I can tell if she's telling the truth or not, because her eyes is the windows to her soul.
Come on, Gris.
Look at her. See that? But you can look into those eyes, and those eyes will tell you the story.
So what am I telling you right now? Look at
Closer to the camera. Just back off as she said that. Let us see your eyes, George. Hey, Mac, what do they convey to you?
Her eyes revealed to me.
I like how George looked up there. Oh.
Are you right, Jerry?
I'm trying. That was good.
I was saying when you're deep in conversation and you look at eye to eye, you can tell if you're lying or telling the truth.
I know what you mean. I'm just having fun.
I know you.
Lionel Richie said, "Your eyes, they tell me how much you care." Lionel Richie in one of his songs.
Yeah.
Your eyes, yeah. They tell me how much you care.
Endless love.
Only you. I'm still thinking about my song.
Yeah. Oh no, it's not Richie. I was trying to remember that song.
Brian Richie. Endless love, right?
Yeah.
But
But I love your love songs, but there was one of them, I think it was Manana, that was a lady featured on the song. Was that Manana or Claim It? That was Claim It.
Oh, that was Claim It. We didn't talk much about that, did we? Who
was the lady on that?
Yeah, I'm kind of eager to talk about her too, because I want her to come onto your show, because she's really hot right now. Her name is Laura Rain.
Okay.
And Laura Rain is a lot like Tina Marie to me. She's Italian descent. Beautiful voice, very, very nice range.
Yeah.
And Claim It was just something I heard this tune with a real Downing-like feel to it. I just heard this melody. And you know how it is with us, with creative people, these lyrics come to us.
Yeah.
Because if you think too hard about it, it can't come. But you have to let it flow. And that's how it was. I'm going to do this. And I heard a female part. I laid a voice on a radio show, on a radio program. And I said, wow, this woman is phenomenal. I would like to do a duet with her. That's just how it happened. I contacted her. We started to talk, and I sent the track to her with just my part on it, my voice. She did her part and responded to my vocals, and that's how Claim It came about. Nice. And and the hook, once again, that's good, strong hook. Claim it. I think we ought to claim it. Put our name on it. Ain't no sense of messing around. My mind says yes and my heart says no. Don't you know? Don't you know? But you see about the lyrics, that's what I like so much. The lyrics, I just, yeah.
Yeah.
To tell a story.
Yeah, it means something.
Tell a story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It does.
That's as much as I love instrumental music. I mean, I have to. I play instruments, but there's nothing like the vocal. You know what I mean? You have to admit, the spoken word and singing the words, the lyrics, it's special as well when you're talking to people, because you know, I mean, you can talk to people with your horn too. But I think that's why I'm so. I try to be dynamic with my sax. I growl on it. I do all kinds of sounds, and even on the flute, do some funky things, roll, and because I'm trying to talk to people.
Yeah.
Because years ago somebody said, "Oh, she plays too hard." I'm like, I'm trying to talk to people, and I realized that's what I was doing. I'm trying to talk to people with my horn, and I'll do funky stuff. I'll do weird things. I'll scream something at the top, but I'll do a sultry low note. That's the communication of music. You know, do the best I can. So, but these guys, they came out to the festival to support a couple weeks ago in Tulsa.
It was great.
It was the weather was perfect.
Boy, it wasn't hot at all, boy.
It was just perfect. It was just beautiful. The grass was beautiful. People were laid out. They had their drinks, their martinis and wine. And I went out into the audience and we were dancing. It was fun.
But you know what, Joyce? I mean, but I can't think of an instrument that's or.
You're breaking up.
Yeah.
And as you read, the sax, no instrument is synonymous.
Say that whole thing you were saying again, because you was breaking up all the way through there, Al.
Yeah, you were breaking up.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying about the saxophone. There's no other instrument that's synonymous with the human voice other than the saxophone in regards to expressing. As she was speaking about, various ways of expressing through her horn. And you must obviously sing as well. Is that true, Joyce?
I do.
Yeah. Which do you prefer?
The sax. Okay. Hands down. That's number one. Then the flute, and then singing, in that order. Now, the audience might have a different opinion. Some people love my flute more than the sax. But me personally, the sax. That's the one I've spent the most time on, too. And I only added vocals just to make my show better. More, breaking up.
What, Joyce? Hey.
There you are.
Okay, let's talk about collaborating here, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. I would love to maybe let's take a listen to some things you're doing, and let's collaborate.
Okay.
But can I get paid for some of this?
No.
Oh.
What? I'll pay you, all right. I'll pay you no attention. So, and I, as a matter of fact, I think I'm about the end of working on my next track. It's going to be on flute. I'm finally going to release a flute track. So,
cool.
But I have to release it one at a time because it's just too much of a headache to do a full CD at once. The expense and all. So I'm doing one at a time, and then I'll release an album. So is that we do the best we can. COVID just really turned everything around. We had to recreate, reinvent.
Yeah.
But it's all good though. We survived. Look at us. We haven't gone crazy. Well, Matt's sleeping, but that's all right. Hey, Al, I think Mac has some cotton candy.
Uh-oh. What about that, Mac?
Yeah, what about that one?
I,
Where you out?
I keep my gummies in the refrigerator. So I don't on me.
Hey.
So I see Wes is in the chat. Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to welcome people? Gary, you want to do that?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You want to do the honors?
Okay. You see, Gris was good at this because she started writing. Some people have left, so we don't have everybody.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Because some people come and go.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know we had Jazzy K. Ward in the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's WVAS radio in Alabama.
Yeah.
DJ. So he was in there. Barbara Ward is in the house. Gia Hyatt, Henry Mixon, and Westbound just came in. And there are some others that were in. Algie Williams, Jessica from Africa is in the house. J.C. Smith, he's a Texan, he's in the house.
JC.
Keith Gilchrist.
Brother Keith.
Yeah, Keith, he's in the house. Costella, love her music. You gotta check out Costella. She's awesome.
Yeah.
You check her out, Al.
Mm-hmm.
That's my buddy.
Joel Crafton, Marilyn Ford.
Hey, Marilyn.
Yeah. And I did say JC, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Okay, and YJ is for.
Hey, YJ.
She lives near Mac.
Down the corner, down the street.
Mm-hmm. Because of that, she makes sure she keeps her door locked. But
Oh, good one, Joyce.
Yeah, you got me on that one, Joyce.
All right, and Cynthia Adams is in the house.
Cynthia, what's that, Cynthia?
Say Colleen Keithley,
hey,
y'all.
Colleen.
I'll make sure I get everybody. So I'm trying, y'all. Marilyn Ford, yes. And it's okay that you're related to Keith. It really is okay. Henry Dixon.
Sometimes I wouldn't be sure, Marilyn.
Oh,
that's.
He gonna get the pine wood out on you.
I know, right?
Yep.
And Henry Mixon, I think. Oh, I missed one. Thomas Durant.
Yeah, that's our homie. That's our homie.
Yeah,
Bohanna. What's up, brother?
So Barbara Ward. I think I got everybody. Hey, Barbara. I think she's the one that says she loves Cotton Candy. That's her favorite song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Barbara, what's up?
Mm-hmm. I think that's it.
You know what, Gary?
Yay.
Gary.
Yes.
Let's get her information. I'm going to send that album, Versatility, to her that has Cotton Candy on it. What about that?
Hey, there you go. Barbara, you hear that?
You better send G your information.
Yeah, Barbara. Send your information to us actually it'll be a are you gonna like mail physical copy?
Or a digital copy.
What I'll do, Gary, if you get the information, as a matter of fact, we're going to give away 10 of my CDs today.
Awesome.
If you get your respondent, the audience, to get their information to you, I'll just send the CDs to you with the responsibility that you will have to forward it to your listeners. What about that?
That sounds good. We'll have a little contest. We'll have an Al Lindsey contest.
Barbara gets hers. There's no contest for hers.
Barbara, you get yours though. You definitely get yours.
She's in the chat. What? LOL. Oh my God. Who?
Barbara.
Oh, okay.
You know Barbara.
And you need to clean those ears.
I know she was in the chat.
Yeah, she's there.
Yeah.
She said, "Oh my God."
Yeah, we'll do something special on the next show and give them out and stuff. See what we come up with. But yeah, Barbara, you're lucky. You get the first one though without playing anything. So.
Mm-hmm.
But
exactly.
That's great.
So I
Great.
guess wait to read the chat, see who was in there, huh?
Yep. Yep. We sure appreciate you guys coming in today and hanging with us.
Yeah.
And all that. But
Place
before,
two bets on how long it would take before Mac sleep.
yeah, yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
But before we get too close to our time, because I think we got about 10 more minutes. But Al, why don't you let everybody know how they can keep contact with you as far as that goes? You know, if you want to blast out all of your social sites or websites or whatever you have out there, man.
Yeah, my primary means of communication, of course, is Facebook. I know there's going to be something to say, but I kind of like Facebook, the positive sides of it.
Yeah.
So there's the Al Lindsey music page, okay, strictly for Al Lindsey music, but also for Al Lindsey. So that's my major mode, of communication. Also through Instagram, you can find me, okay? And it's just that simple. Al Lindsey Music through Facebook or Al Lindsey, okay? But Al Lindsey Music primarily is my music page, okay? And my music, and just go to CD Baby. All of the albums that I've done are right there. Purchase of the CDs. And for downloading, all of the downloading platforms, Deezer, iTunes, Apple, Amazon. And then, of course, when you have a chance, go to YouTube, and I've got an actual music video for Only You. You'll get a actually good chance to actually see Al Lindsey, sing that song. Okay? I would definitely, I want your support, but not only just for myself, but all independent artists. Yeah. And do understand that we are all in this together.
Yes.
One for all for one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And thank God for platforms and programs such as this. Ray, I really, I have love for you like you're my brother. You know that. We go back, and I appreciate you keeping contact with me. And I know there have been times it's been difficult getting that response back from me, but charge it not to my heart, but to my mind. And sometimes when I get very, very, very busy, you know that.
I know it. I know.
Yeah, but we've got to support Black music. This is Black Music Month. Black music, that's our story.
Yes.
It began in the field, right, with the chants. The chant, the response. This is how we communicated when Master didn't want us to communicate, was through our music with the drums.
Yeah.
Okay? And so now part of our legacy has been kind of like taken away from us. We got to reclaim it. And how we reclaim it is come together and support your independent artists.
Yes.
And I'm putting emphasis on it because it's not like the way it was back in the day. If you had a talent record company sign you up, of course, they would exploit the heck out of you. You wind up not getting nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now there's an opportunity to hear, musicians. I mean, there are a ton of us out here.
Yes.
But do support artists when they're performing live. Excuse me. So I guess basically that's the gist of it. Any questions or anything any of you guys have to ask me before we close out?
So everything you wanted the listeners to know about you. Yeah.
And I am taking DX2 now.
Yeah.
You can reach out to me. I don't know if we can give a contact number out, and maybe. But I do have a business number. We'll use that. You want me to put it out there?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. 989 245 9692.
Y'all make sure you write that down, because I didn't.
I got it.
I
Is it
do it.
management company? Is it your management
But only genuine calls now, no cranks. No cranks. No pranks.
No spam. No scam or no spam.
Right.
No scam.
You know. Yes, indeed. Well, Al, man.
And Joyce, hey, I just want to say, Joyce, I'm not meaning to cut you off, but I really like to talk to you about some collaboration. You know, something smooth jazz with you. Okay.
Okay. All right.
And Joyce, I'll give you Al's direct line.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, very good. Well, we appreciate you, Al, for hanging out with us today and taking the time. And we really enjoyed your conversation, and your music is just off the chain, man. So everything is great. Keep doing what you're doing. We look forward to some of the great things you got, ahead of us in the future. And please come back, man. We'll definitely have you back and anytime. So thanks for being on the show.
You know, before we go, you know, this interview was supposed to take place just before your other guest host passed, right? Because she made the original contact with me and set things up.
Yes, great.
So I would, so to her family, if any one of them are listening in, God bless them. She was very genuine in her attempts to get through to me, and we had things locked in.
Yes.
And unfortunately, God claimed her. But here we are today, and let's dedicate this show to her because she was the one who really spearheaded putting this all together, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And she did, because I couldn't do it.
Chris.
Think about that one, G.
Only because you was chasing your dogs.
Said dogs.
Doggone if you need to get rid of some dogs. Hey, 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 doggone.
Well, yeah. I'm telling you, I am really telling you. I be trying to get a hold of my friend. Boy, it allowed to be 3 months, 6 months. And he get back with me. I said, boy. I just
That will never happen again.
I just shake his head.
I know how to mute him, Al. You want me to mute him?
One more thing. One more thing, guys.
Yes.
You know, some of you may not know. You know, I lost my son about 9 months ago.
Oh no.
And yeah.
Sorry about that.
And so I took him home, and it's been really, really, really rough for me. So cherish, your children. I mean, we are supposed to go before them. Fate would have it. It didn't happen with me.
I'm sorry.
But I use that to continue to inspire because that's what he would want me to do. So I'm not asking for sadness for me. Just your love and your support, and continue to support my music. By supporting my music, you're supporting my son who's no longer with me in the physical realm.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
So I don't want to end it on a sad note because this is uplifting to some extent, guys. And I really appreciate every one of you.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you. God bless you. And like I said, we're going to keep playing your music here. We want you to come back anytime. So thank you. Thank you so much, Al. Really
all right, guys.
Don't you go anywhere, Al. We're going to stay right there with us for a minute.
Okay, just stay right here. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Y'all go ahead.
Go ahead, Mac.
Well, hey, my friend Al Lindsey, hey, it's a long time coming to getting them on the show. But, that's all right. It worked out. But, Al, it's been good having your friendship and, and everything. Sorry about your son. And I don't know what else to say. We talked a long time this morning, so ain't too much I can say at this point. But only thing I can say, y'all stay dehydrated, stay out there sun because it's blistering. And see you later, bye.
Mm. And Al, just before I do my exit, both Colleen Keithley and Gia Hyde offer their sincere condolences to you about your son. Okay, and of course Barbara's like, I love you guys. So a lot of love going on and support there. So, and I enjoyed the interview so much. My gig canceled today. I wasn't supposed to be here, but it canceled at the last minute, and all I could tell Gary's like, thank God I got a deposit. But
Yeah. Yes.
you know, and it may sound weird, but I'm glad it canceled. So I enjoyed this so much. Love what you're doing. Love hearing about your history. So I'm looking forward to whatever comes in the future, and you being back on the show. Okay.
Absolutely.
You guys.
All right, thank you.
Hey,
Don't forget. I'm not done.
You ain't yet.
Don't forget to click thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Now you can go.
Okay. Just like I was saying that I'm gonna say that I'm working on doing the IF festival. To get everything in order to do this, and I'm gonna bring my friend Al to wherever I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Hey.
So,
I think you should do 2 or 3 of them. A series. You got some good stuff going on, but that's just my opinion.
that's my opinion. That's my opinion too. That was an initial plan.
Okay. Yeah.
Before my wife passed, but that was in the plan.
Yeah.
But like I said, I want to get this one kicked off properly, and
But your wife passed in COVID, so yeah.
All right. So I want to make sure I got all these ducks in a row, because I want to advertise it all the way out. Where we're gonna have a nice audience.
Yeah.
I was just looking at a friend of mine, Triple J. Got Dean James, Paul Atherton, and Joe Rosario. They pulled it off today.
Oh, okay, they did.
Oh, they pulled it off.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So everything's working. So you hang right on.
Hey, we'll make that happen. See, Gary, I know you're a guitarist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. So Gary, I don't have to bring my band with me. I put the charge to Gary to bring the rhythm section, to handle my rhythm section for me.
Yeah.
Bam.
There we
And
go.
we'll have Joyce there in sax. Hey, bam. What a show.
Sounds fun to me. Hey, love it.
Yeah, sounds good to me. All right, I know we got to go. It's 4:04.
Okay. All right, everybody. Well, thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. We enjoyed the show today with Mr. Al Lindsey. And, of course, we don't have a scheduled guest for next week just yet. But we definitely will keep you both on everything. So just stay tuned. Have a great weekend. Enjoy whatever you're doing and be safe. And like Ray and everybody else says, stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water. Be safe. And have fun. We'll see you next week right here on the Indie Live Spot. Goodbye, everybody.
Skylark, have you anything to say to me? Won't you tell me where my love can be? Is there a meadow in the mist where someone's waiting to be kissed? Skylark, have you seen a valley green with spring, where my heart can go a-journeying over the shadows and the rain to a blossom-covered lane? And in your lonely flight, haven't you heard the music in the night? Wonderful music, faint as a will-o'-the-wisp, crazy as a loon. sad as a gypsy serenading the moon.